game this season. Right, so show me the lie.
Let's go!
Good. We all feel
Stop! Never gets rusty.
What am I doing?
Into my kitchen. Producer Drew, can you fix all this?
And when it comes to the Toronto Maple Leafs, you can crumple, yeet! Saw that going differently. With you wherever you are, welcome to LFR.
You son of a gun! Leafs lose 4-3 in overtime to the Chicago Blackhawks, getting swept in a season series against a team that is not even trying to win hockey games! Oh, you, just bless you. Oh, I just want to grab those cheeks, you! Listen to us. Did you listen to us? The Leafs won back-to-back games heading into Sweden and then won 2 games in Sweden, and Nylander with the storybook ending in overtime. I told you all about it in front of the live crowd, and we all thought it would be the turning point of the season. Only for this. Gosh, the Leafs and Ilya Samsonov have had the same trajectory this season. I'm not very good. Just kidding, I'm good again. Did you think I was good? Oh, for heaven's sakes, let's talk about the game. 2 quick things I want to promote. First, we have stream tomorrow night. That's right, they play tomorrow night because the Leafs are playing back-to-back games, 2 games in as many nights, because it's American Thanksgiving, and we have to cater to that, even if it means having 2 days this week with no NHL games at all. I have stream tomorrow night on Sports Interactions, The Locker Room. Obviously, we won't have footage of the game on account of you can't do that. But I'm going to be there. It's going to be a side cast, which is a lot of fun. We've already done one of these, and this one's going to be even better than the last one on account of it's the second one. It's The Locker Room on sportsinteraction.com. I'll put the exact link in the description. If you want to join us, then join us. It'll be great. I should also tell you there's a special parlay that comes along with the stream, and it's got a really long name. Steve Dangle's Saturday night same game parlay. Got it. It's a 3-leg parlay plus 550 odds, and it's just 3 things. That's 3 legs. Austin Matthews over 4.5 shots. William Nylander over 1.5 points. Ooh. And of course, Leafs win. So if you're interested in Steve Dangle's Saturday night same game parlay, it's live on the site right now. The second thing, number 2, SDPN. It's the company that I run with Adam Wilde and Jesse Blake. It's a podcast company. It's a sports podcasting company. We have lots of different sports and podcasting. We also do just, videos, and not everything is like an hour long. We have 95,500 subscribers, which is nice. It's really good, but what would be even better is if we got over 100,000. So please help us get over 100,000. Heck, a bunch of you listen to the podcast anyway, and you're not subscribed, and I want to know why. Is it to hurt my feelings? So please, for me, for my birthday, please subscribe to SDPN. Also, my birthday is in March. Just do it because it's nice. I kind of quit my job for it. Speaking of quitting your job, the Toronto Maple Leafs, when they have a 3-1 lead against an Original 6 team wearing red. Dude, how do you blow that? Like, okay, it's your first game back from Sweden. Fine. I don't know if you saw Detroit return from Sweden, but it started with a shutout, and most recently it was them beating the Bruins in regulation. But also just the performances you got. Max Domi with a gem, until the very end, we'll talk about that, a gem of a pass over to Nick Robertson, aka Tyler Bertuzzi, if you work in the United Center. In their defense, 59 looks a lot like 89, I guess. It's like if you had a license with a 1988 birthday and you could scratch it into a 1983 to get into the bar. What do you mean that's against the law? Sorry, I'm out of practice with these. It's been like 2 weeks since I've been in the blue room. But then, of course, the Chicago Blackhawks tie it up very shortly after from my former ping pong partner, table tennis partner, Jason Dickinson. Can't tell if Steve is doing a bit right now. I played table tennis with Jason Dickinson. We were bad. I was bad. I am here to tell you that infliction on the Leafs from Jason Dickinson, that was my fault. Now, it's funny because the first goal that Samsonov allowed in this game looked a lot like the last, where Dickinson does, kind of pull it, drag it, and shoot it like Austin, except that didn't look like Austin did it. And Samsonov's just like, I don't know. Like, do you ever notice that Samsonov periodically looks like a guy who's just teleported into the middle of an NHL game and pretended like he knew what to do? I am sure I'm not supposed to be here. Jesus! And then it's in, and it's like every play that seems to beat Samsonov. Was that the greatest defense from the Leafs? No. Should that puck have gotten out of the zone? Yes. Should that have gone in? No! All right, so it's tied up. But then what happens? Second period, Wayne Gretzky over to Kelly Yarn. Wait, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, that's TJ Brody! That was an assist so sexy that it should have been the goal, and Yarncroke should have got the assist for actually tapping it in. But Yarncroke with the tap in off the beautiful Brody feed, Leafs take the 2-1 lead, and then what? You had a goal that read as follows. Ryan Reeves with his first goal as a Leaf, assisted by Jake McCabe, his first assist of the season, secondary assist, David Kampf. Make no mistake, this is one of the rarest Leaf goals we will see this season. All three of these human beings combined for a goal. It went in. It gave the team a 2-goal lead, and that wasn't enough. You rotten bunch of... Do you understand Ryan Reeves had the game-winning goal for a really long time in that game? Ryan Reeves had the game-winning goal for like a whole 9 minutes in this thing. He had the insurance marker for another 9. But then who shows up again? My table tennis partner, Jason Dickinson. Yes, the Leafs' fourth line was on the ice, but... Can I show you something? This is why I kind of hate that stat. Like, all right, there's Reeves. He's on the ice again for another goal against. What is anybody doing? What? Huh? There's 2 Leafs behind the net. A lot of you didn't even know that until I told you. Look at this. There's David Kampf is in the blue paint. You also probably didn't notice that because he blends into Samsonov so well. That's your shutdown center shutting down his goaltender from moving across the net. You probably mentioned that it was a rather unfortunate flick of the puck up to Jason Dickinson from William Lagesson. But support, my kingdom for support. The Blackhawks are within 1. And then how demoralizing for Sheldon Keefe. Because you're in second intermission and you're like, all right, boys, we're going for... I hope he said it like that. All right, boys. He said it like it was 19-2. All right, boys. We're en route to 2 whole points here in the fine city of Chicago. Just slowly went into Bob Cole there. Anyway, we have a chance to win our 5th straight, get 10 out of 10 points, win this thing on the road, and what happens? What happens 15 seconds into the third? Jake McCabe just yeets the puck into the slot. Austin Matthews looks absolutely flabbergasted to see the presence of a puck, and he accidentally just sort of falls down and lets it go to who else? Jason Dickinson, who played table tennis with me once. Can I show you something sickening? Jason Dickinson's first goal en route to the hat trick, 1 assist, Joey Anderson, the former Leaf, his first point of the season. Of course, that's a free space. Jason Dickinson's second goal was unassisted, not true, got it from Lagesson. His hat-trick goal, number 3, unassisted, not true, assisted from Matthews and assisted by Jake McCabe. Like, look at this goofy nonsense. This is only possible against the Leafs. Do you understand that? The combination of Dickinson, Joey Anderson, and Nick Foligno, 2 former Leafs. I don't even know, they might have played together. I don't know, probably not, doesn't matter. They were both former Leafs. They were a +3. All of them a +3 against the Leafs. There was a hat trick involved. 1 assist! He had a hat trick with 1 assist total! You want to talk about giving away a game? That's giving away a game. You let a guy who scored 2 goals in a game, I believe, most recently in 2018. You let him get a hat trick with 1 assist combined, and Nick Foligno and Joey Anderson. Ah! And it's all forgiven, it's all forgotten as long as the Leafs win it in overtime, and they do, almost. William Nylander hits all 3 posts. All 3 posts. Speaking of things that only the Leafs can do. Now, earlier this video, I talked about liking Max Domi and liking Nick Robertson, and I do genuinely believe they had a good game. Until overtime. Max Domi did have a really good scoring chance. He did. But what followed might be the worst shift of 3-on-3 hockey I think I've ever seen the Leafs play. And then the puck is bouncing everywhere. It's bouncing up and down and bounces right in front of the net. And even though it was some bad luck and it was a ton of bad defense, I felt really bad for Morgan Rielly. It's like herding cats. Riley's like, go over there. Domi and Robertson like, you got it. Then Riley's like, no, over there. And they're like, no problem, bud, get it up. And it might have all been forgotten. It might have all been fine if Samsonov gets the blocker out, but what's the blocker button? Did it work? Seriously, go back and watch it. Like a cat pawing yarn. So on one hand, yes, you get a point on the road, and you have 9 points out of your last possible 10. On the other hand, you were -3 against Joey Anderson! Questions? So no more Domi and Robertson together in overtime, right? I mean, I'm not going to criticize Sheldon Keefe for that, because I wanted to see them out there in overtime. Nice? Did Nice get a shift? Ooh, I like this. Can the Leafs hire this guy? This too many man penalties needs to stop. Okay, Okay, so this is actually one of the benefits of getting to go to a bunch of games. So I went to 3 straight Leaf games. I saw last Saturday against Vancouver, and I saw the 2 games in Sweden. This team is wildly lazy at changing lines. Like, one of the positives of this game against Chicago is they showed a lot of bite, a lot of snarl. They were involved in the fight. They're maybe the laziest line-changing team in the league. And you could look at the too many men penalty they got in this one and go, well, they weren't expecting the puck to... Dude, it's a puck! It shows up at the wildest moments! They don't... They not only don't know how to count, but going off... This is them getting on. This is them getting on the ice, all right? This is them getting on. This is them getting off the ice. This is them like a kid kicking a rock down the sidewalk trying to see how long he can do it before he gets to school. Steve, could you pinpoint which guys are the worst? All of them. The ones wearing blue. The ones with leaves on their chest. Dude, they're friggin' awful. They're like, I'm trying to think of guys who were quick getting off. Like Nick Robertson was like fast getting off the ice. I do remember that. Willie is one of the best players in the league right now. Horrible. Matthews, one of the best players in the league, period. Horrible. Every defenseman? Yeah, dude, they're like Max Domi, I remember, was pretty bad. Like, dude, they're bad. They're really bad at getting off the ice. Get off the ice! Your shift's done. It's part of it. Get off the ice. There was one moment in Sweden, I don't know if this was picked up on the broadcast, where the Leafs had, for a solid 2 Mississippi, 3 players on the ice. Because that was their only way of making sure they didn't get a too many men call. Because they're that bad at it. They're horrible. They have to... Oh, Tyler Bertuzzi was really bad at it too. Dude, it's the whole team. There's no point singling anyone out. They're all so bad. Get off the ice when your shift is done. Sorry for making unreasonable requests. You okay, hun? No, Claire, because like it's my tradition to like have like a coffee or an espresso or something before I shoot these things, but I'm all hopped up because I came home from Sweden and a layover in the UK, key factor, full of chocolate. Just so much chocolate. And chocolate has caffeine. And a lot of people don't really know that chocolate has caffeine. They're like, oh, I'm going to get the sugar rush. No, it's the sugar rush and the caffeine. So if you have chocolate with coffee and you're like, why am I vibrating? Why do I feel like the world's out to get me? And my friends don't like me. And it's the caffeine, man! So, no. This is the last thing from Josh Kloge. Sheldon Keefe on the Leafs' continued too many men penalties. I've lost patience. How will he address it? I've addressed it. Oh, to be a fly on the wall for that. All right, boys. We've been trying to build a winning program here for some time. We've been talking about winning and winning habits, what it takes, toughness, tenacity, playoff hockey. But I'm going to tell you something that my coach once told me. Start counting to 5, and if you have to keep going, you've done it wrong! Do it with me. Everyone in this room. 1, 2, 3. You're doing well. 4, 5.
6.
Who said 6? Who the hell said 6? Which one of you said 7? I was already in the middle of freaking out when I said 6. You're professional hockey players. Get on the ice when it's your turn. Get off the ice when it's not. And if the guy you're subbing on for has not gotten off yet, don't touch the black thing. Don't. It's the round. And it's puck-like. It's puck-shaped. -3 against Joey Anderson. Like, I really... So, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow. Subscribe to SDPN. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one of you said 6? Which one of you said 6? I swear to Brendan Shanahan!